What's going on, guys? It's your boy Escobar Get Down at SendMeNoobs, and today we have a special treat for you. So, today, me and a couple of friends have gone ahead and set up the Diamond Casino heist and are now about to run the finale with a lower level new player to GTA. And we're going to go ahead and gift him the most amount of money that we can gift him through this heist. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy. Stay tuned, and let's jump on into it. So first things first, let's go ahead and pick out our outfits, not that it's important, and then let's go ahead and just start this casino heist. All right, so as I said before, we did set this up already. We did not set it up with this gentleman. However, we are going ahead and just run the finale so that we can gift him this large sum of money. So we will be skipping through quite a few bits and pieces of this, as some of you know it, and not only that, just to save time, we're going to go ahead and speed things up. But if you've already seen some of my other videos, you know that this right here is actually a little shortcut that you can take to get to the casino a little bit quicker. So once you get to this point, just pull up along this wall. We'll all hop out, and we're going to enter the entrance easily because we already did the work to get the security pass, so we don't have to do the hacking. Next step is to go ahead and disable this, I guess, metal detector or security detector, whatever you want to call it, really. There'll be two guys on the inside. You'll take them out. And then right to your left, right above you, will be a camera that you want to take out. It's pretty easy. Just make sure you do that as quickly as possible. And then as you can see, we're just progressing through here. So there's going to be a guard in there. We're going to take him out. And then we're going to wait for one other guard to come around the corner, as you can see. And then we're going to take him out. And we'll have to open up the safe over here so that we can let somebody in. Now, once we let them in, we don't have to hold the button anymore. They can actually get out on their own. So once we do that, we're going to go ahead and head down stairs to continue on while they go ahead and collect that extra bit of cash. Now, once you reach this part, you're going to want to go ahead and knock out this guard. He is right around the corner of like the first flight downstairs, so don't rush down the stairs right away. And make sure you knock him out. Now, we're doing all this so that we can do this undetected, and this will just be much easier to do. So once we get out here, we're going to go ahead. There will be two guards or two personnel over here. Go ahead, time your shot with a buddy. Hopefully you're all running on mics, or at least two of you are, and time the shot. Very simple, very easy. Next, my buddy's actually going to go ahead and activate the next guard who comes by walking closely to those doors over there, and then he's going to come on back, and we're going to see which side the guard goes down. Depending on which side he goes down on, will obviously be where we decide to take him out. So it looks like he came out on the right side. We're going to go ahead and take him out real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and move forward. Now, after that, we can go ahead and go right down over here. Now, be careful because there is a camera. You just want to make sure it's obviously not facing towards you. And then you're just going to go ahead and run through this double door. Now, I accidentally just pushed my buddy out in front, and luckily we didn't get detected. So, thankfully that didn't happen, because otherwise we'd have to start back further again. So once we get in here, you're going to take out a couple guards. Simple, I think it's just two guards, and then we're going to progress on to the vault. Now once you've reached the vault here, two of you are going to go ahead and drill the vault, and it'll take a little bit of time, not too hard, and then once that's done, we'll go ahead and proceed inside. All right, now that we've got the vault open, it'll give us this little cutscene, and then we'll go ahead and walk in. Now, for this heist particularly, we have artwork. Sometimes you can have cash, sometimes you can have gold, and depending on which one you actually get will depend on how it's placed in the room. Now, with cash and gold, usually there's 2 to 3 locations directly in the center of the room, and then usually one place that's open. Now, with artwork, I found more than none, it's almost everything's locked. There's usually it's almost all locked. So you want to have your best hackers working on that. And once they open the doors, however, you can go ahead and have somebody grab a piece of artwork. While they're working on that, somebody else can be drilling, and then the other two can be, opening up all the doors so that you maximize your time and you also maximize your profit. So just a little bit of a tip there. And that's traditionally how we go about it. So now normally if we were running cash or gold, we would go ahead, collect the first ones, a couple in the center of the room, leaving one so that that could be our exit one. And then we would do the same process of having our best hackers hack, others collecting, and so forth and so on. So however you want to do it is up to you, though. So that's just the way we like to do it, and we found this most profitable. So as you can see, we're getting closer down to the timer on the timer for when we need to be out there. We like to use the 30-minute mark roughly to for everyone to evac. So basically, right around 30 minutes, 30 seconds, we all want to start heading out, and obviously if there is a stash at the in the center, the one that we left, we can just grab that on the way out. But we want to get out of there before obviously the rooms fill up with the nerve gas or the toxic gas or whatever it is, and so that we don't get detected. So basically, we're going to do the same process on our way out. Just swipe our cards, run down the tunnel, and we will get to the next step after that. Now, once we've reached here, we really don't have to take out all these guards. There's just one we have to take out, and it's obviously the gentleman right there at the counter. We take him out, and then there will be two guards to your left. Don't worry about them. Just keep to the right and continue down the hall until you reach the staircases that we came down. We'll swipe our card again, and we're going to go ahead and enter and walk back up. Now, when we get back up, usually there might be one guard walking by, or there might not be. However, if there is, just wait for him to walk by, take him out, and then we're going to go ahead and enter the security room we were in originally. And there's usually some guards in there that need to be taken out as well. Once we do that, we'll go ahead and empty out the safe one more time before we exit. Now that we've grabbed that extra cash, we're going to go ahead and exit the casino and get on out of here. So basically, we're going to come down here, come to our left. Once you come in these two double doors, there'll be another set of double doors to your left. There's going to be a guard coming that way. We're going to wait till he turns around, and then we're going to go ahead and knock him out and continue forward. Now, there might be another guard down this hall, and you obviously just want to wait till he turns around and is not looking, and you'll follow this path that we're taking right now all the way to the exit to remain undetected. Now, when you're coming out these last couple of doors, be aware there is a guard out here. You want to take him out, and then you are going to have to, once again, shoot the little electrical box to disable this so that we can exit through it. All right, now that we're finally outside, we're simply going to hug this wall right here and just follow it all the way around. This will allow us to exit the casino and exit this area without being detected by all those red dots, which are the SWAT team guys that you just saw in the cutscene. So we're going to avoid them completely by just following that wall. If you follow this path that we're taking right now, you can completely avoid them until you are already in your getaway vehicles. Now, sometimes the vehicles will be to your right side, in which case you might have to take out one guard. Luckily, they're to the left side, so we shouldn't have to take out any guards right here. Excuse me. And we're going to go ahead and enter our getaway vehicles. Now, once we enter our getaway vehicles, we aren't going to follow the path it gives us. We will follow it for a slight bit, but we're going to veer off so that we can get to a different building that actually has a helicopter on top, and that is how we're going to escape so that we don't lose much profit and we can save a lot of time and a lot of frustrations. So as you can see, getting to this point was much quicker and we didn't have to deal with anybody. Now we're going to do some climbing here. Whenever you come up to this corner, do be careful to make sure you do this carefully, because if you don't, you will fall off, you will die, and we will have to restart. You'll have to restart that portion over again. So just make sure you go at it slowly, take your time. Not as long as I did. I was just not sure what I was doing, but anyways, we're going to do some more climbing. Once we get up to the top, we will enter the helicopter off the ground, and we will be done. That'll be it. That will basically be the Diamond Casino Heist. Now, obviously, you'll have to fly to the destination, but we're going to go ahead and bypass all that real quick, just because it's kind of lengthy. So. All right, guys, and here we are, the buyer location. So now we're just going to go ahead, land, and we are done. That is it, guys. It was pretty simple, right? I mean, honestly, there's a lot of, time skipping through, but obviously you guys are able to grasp the concept of how easy the Diamond Casino Heist really can be as far as the finale goes. And if you have the right team members and you guys are communicating, it makes things so, so, so much easier. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will like, subscribe, stay tuned for more. And honestly, if you guys are GTA players, definitely try and find me out there. Like I said, it's Escobar Get Down. I will happily, if you're new to GTA, if you're a low level, or even if you just want somebody to play with, I will happily play with whoever friend requests me. So definitely look out for me out there, and I hope you guys stay tuned to the next one.